Hi there, Mario here. Today I would like to show you the 10 steps I had to go through in order to help my kids learn how to ride a skateboard. The reason why I made this video is because I couldn't find any tutorial for toddlers or very young kids, and those for adults just don't work. Didn't work for my kids. So the first step is, as you can see here, I have my 2 years old son playing around with the skateboard. I put the skateboard on the grass so he can't move, but still has some degrees of movement because he bends a little bit, right? And he's just jumping on and off, becoming a bit confident on the skateboard and what he does with the height of the skateboard from the ground, how to jump on, how to jump off. He's doing this by its own, by the way. I didn't ask anything specific. Probably he saw me doing a bit of skateboard, and that's why he's doing this. So on the step number 2, here he basically stepped on the tail, and he was noticing that the skateboard, the front of the skateboard was going up, right, and the tail was going down. So I tried to let him getting confident with this movement. So I put his feet in the right position and get him to understand that it's with the weight of his body that the skateboard will move up and down, right? Just for him to know it. We won't do ollies now. Step number 3. So I block the skateboard by blocking the wheel with my foot, and then ask him to position his feet in the right way, to assume the right stance on the skateboard. He knows more or less what he should do, but he never does it. So he always puts his feet on the pictograms, but never exactly in the middle of the board where they should be. I also help him by saying that he has to put his feet on the bolts, but still, as you can see, like for example, he's mostly on his heels. So I adjust his feet all the time. So once he's familiar with that, then we can start riding basically. So I position his feet again in the right way, otherwise the skateboard won't go straight. They have to be exactly in the center. And then I hold his hands, or just one hand, and then we start riding like this. And we can do like for miles this way, especially with one hand. For me, it's just normal walking. Yeah, the only thing you have to be careful with this one, that they tend to lean backward like if they were on a windsurf. So you want to correct that instinct. Yeah, I'm doing this over and over again. You can, when you're helping them, you can use the tail to basically change the direction of the skateboard. If you have to change the direction, so you can just walk around the city, and then when you find obstacles, you just use the tail to basically turn the skateboard. As I'm doing here. Well, at 180 degrees is more difficult, but if you have to just change from a few degrees, it's just easier. Yeah, so the next step, the 5th step, is to let him ride alone. So I give him a push, and then I let him ride, basically. I let him coast. And yeah, at the beginning you do this like for a very short period of time, like you leave him, and then you take it back within a few seconds. And then the more confident they become, the longer you can leave them going by themselves. They will instinctively learn basically how to turn left and right. And that's the next step, is carving. So actually telling them that they have to put their weight backward or forward depending on which side they want to turn. Okay, you can alternate. Like you can say put your weight on the heel, on the toes, heel, toes, heel, toes, and then it will basically start going like S-shaped. Step number 7 is to learn how to push the skateboard. I'm doing this with my 5 years old daughter, who has been practicing for 2 years. I'm holding her hand so she feels safe, and she doesn't have to worry about falling. She can take extra risk by pushing harder. So she pushes 3 times, and then she jumps on the skateboard. And we do this all the time. And then now that she feels secure, she can do it by herself without hand support, right? She pushes, and when she feels safe, she jumps on the skateboard. She's still a bit unsecure, that's why she's not taking a lot of speed, but she got the basics. Now it's all about repetition. Yeah, we do the same here on the way back. Pushes, pushes, pushes a few times, and then when she feels secure, up, jumps on. Okay, next step in number 9 is to do the same, but I ask her to push when she slows down, so the skateboard is still rolling. Okay, so we start with hand support again. This is much more difficult because basically she has to adjust the speed of her foot depending on the speed of the board, right? And then the very last step, step number 10, is to do the same but without hand support. So as soon as she slows down, before she gets to a stop, she pushes again to accelerate. And here you have it, how to help young children learn how to ride a skateboard in 10 simple steps. I hope this is helpful, and thank you for watching.